The South China Sea churns with tension as a Filipino supply boat edges toward the rusted BRP Sierra Madre, a lone outpost on the Second Thomas Shoal. This battered ship, intentionally grounded decades ago, now stands as a symbol of Philippine resolve, a solitary guardian in contested waters, surrounded by uncertainty and the ever-present threat of confrontation. Massive Chinese Coast Guard ships loom on the horizon, dwarfing the Filipino vessel. Their imposing presence is a clear and constant threat, a reminder of Beijing's determination to assert its claims over these strategic waters. The tension is palpable, with every maneuver watched closely by both sides. Suddenly, a powerful water cannon erupts from a Chinese ship, drenching the Filipino boat and sending its crew scrambling for cover. For these sailors, this is not an isolated incident, but a daily reality, an ongoing struggle to defend their nation's sovereignty, often at great personal risk. These confrontations are becoming more frequent and more intense, signaling Beijing's growing assertiveness in the region. Each encounter raises the risk of miscalculation, and with it, the possibility of a wider conflict that could draw in other nations. Meanwhile, thousands of miles away in Washington, D.C., lawmakers are weighing decisions that could reshape the entire region's security landscape. Their choices will have far-reaching consequences, not just for the Philippines, but for the balance of power in Asia. The stakes could not be higher. This is not just a dispute over territory or resources. It's a battle over the future of international law, the rules that govern the world's oceans, and the principle of freedom of navigation that underpins global trade. The United States, a longtime ally of the Philippines, is stepping up its support with a powerful show of solidarity. Joint military exercises, increased patrols, and new defense agreements all signal a renewed commitment to the alliance. But beyond the strategies and headlines, this story is about the people on the front lines, the Filipino Marines and sailors who risk their lives every day, and the alliance that is being tested by crisis and uncertainty. The U.S.-Philippines partnership is entering a new era, one that could define the future of Asia. As both nations stand shoulder to shoulder, their cooperation sends a message to the world. The old alliance is not only enduring, but evolving to meet new challenges. Tonight, we take a closer look at what this renewed commitment means for the region and for the world at large. The decisions made now will echo for generations, shaping the destiny of the Indo-Pacific. The next chapter of this historic alliance is being written now, in real time, as both nations navigate a rapidly changing world. On January 8, 2026, the United States took a historic step by enacting the Philippines Enhanced Resilience Act, a landmark piece of legislation that marks a new era in U.S.-Philippine relations. Through this act, Washington has pledged an unprecedented $2.5 billion in defense aid to the Philippines, a sum that underscores the seriousness of America's commitment to its oldest ally in Asia. This is the largest security package the Philippines has received in decades, reaffirming the enduring strength of the 1951 Mutual Defense Treaty and breathing new life into the alliance. After years of fluctuating ties and shifting priorities, the alliance is now stronger than ever, driven by shared concerns over China's increasingly assertive actions in the region and a mutual desire for stability. This aid package signals a deep and growing strategic alignment. Philippine security is now seen as absolutely vital to the broader stability of the Indo-Pacific, a region critical to global trade and security. Neighboring countries across Southeast Asia interpret this move as a clear sign of renewed American commitment to the region, while in Beijing, officials view it as a direct challenge to their ambitions in the South China Sea. The intention behind this aid is not to provoke conflict, but to deter it, to raise the cost of any potential aggression, and to prevent misunderstandings from escalating into open hostilities. With this law, promises are transformed into tangible capabilities as the Philippines receives advanced equipment, training, and support, turning words of solidarity into real, on-the-ground resources. Ultimately, this is a long-term investment in peace and security, designed to ensure that the Indo-Pacific's vital sea lanes remain open, free, and safe for all nations that depend on them. The message from Washington is unmistakable. The United States stands firmly with its allies, ready to defend shared interests and uphold the rules-based order in the region. The $2.5 billion aid package is a multi-year plan to modernize the Philippine military. It focuses on maritime security, new patrol vessels, surveillance aircraft, and coastal defense systems. The Philippine Navy will receive advanced frigates, fast patrol craft, and shore-based anti-ship missiles. Drones and radar systems will boost intelligence and surveillance, giving the Philippines a clearer view of its waters. Training is key. Joint U.S.-Philippines exercises and advanced instruction will ensure new equipment is used effectively. Infrastructure upgrades will modernize bases and logistics hubs, especially near the South China Sea. These improvements support both Philippine and U.S. forces under the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement. The package is about more than hardware. It's building a resilient, modern alliance. This is the backbone of a credible defense. China's campaign of intimidation in the South China Sea is relentless. Filipino fishermen are harassed, supply missions are blocked, and dangerous encounters with Chinese ships are routine. These actions threaten livelihoods and sovereignty, turning daily life into a high-stakes gamble. The Philippine military, outmatched and under-equipped, faces the world's largest fleet with aging vessels. Incidents like the water cannon attack are just the tip of the iceberg. Lasers, near collisions, and constant pressure are the norm. China's goal: wear down Philippine resolve and force concessions. The U.S. aid package directly addresses these capability gaps, aiming to level the playing field. Better ships, drones, and missiles mean the Philippines can finally stand up for its rights. The goal: replace coercion with credible deterrence. The Philippines is a strategic linchpin in the Indo-Pacific, sitting astride vital sea lanes. 1/3 of global maritime trade passes through these waters. Any conflict here would disrupt the world economy. The archipelago anchors the first island chain, a key defensive line for the U.S. and its allies. A stable Philippines secures these routes and deters hostile expansion into the Pacific. As a democracy and ASEAN founder, the Philippines is a natural partner for the U.S. and like-minded nations. Its ability to defend its rights inspires others and strengthens regional resolve. The world's economic and security interests are tied to the Philippines' fate. Its stability is a global public good. The U.S.-Philippines alliance is one of Asia's oldest, anchored by the 1951 Mutual Defense Treaty. Though the relationship has faced strains, especially during periods of pivot toward China, it has endured. China's assertiveness has prompted Manila to restore and expand defense ties with Washington. Agreements now allow U.S. forces rotational access to Philippine bases, boosting joint training and rapid response. The new $2.5 billion aid package is the strongest sign yet of revitalized partnership. This is no longer just a historical alliance. It's a practical, modern response to today's threats. Both nations are now bound by shared values and a vision for a stable, prosperous region. The alliance is ready for the challenges of the 21st century. The heart of the alliance is joint training, building trust and interoperability. The annual Balikatan exercise brings thousands of U.S. and Filipino troops together for everything from amphibious landings to disaster relief. Recent drills focus on maritime security, cyber defense, and integrated air and missile defense. The new aid package means more advanced equipment and more realistic training. Beyond Balikatan, smaller specialized exercises run year-round, from counterterrorism to cybersecurity. These interactions forge personal bonds and a culture of cooperation. A potential aggressor knows any attack on the Philippines could trigger a unified response. The alliance's deterrent power grows with every joint drill. This partnership is more than symbolic. It's operational and ready. The aid package is about deterrence, not war. Modern ships, aircraft, and missiles raise the cost of aggression, making conflict less likely. Shore-based anti-ship missiles and advanced surveillance create a protective bubble around Philippine waters. This strengthens not just the Philippines, but the entire regional security architecture. A more capable ally eases the burden on U.S. forces and creates a resilient network of partners. Collective security is more effective than going it alone. The alliance now sends a clear message: it's real, capable, and committed. By bolstering the Pacific Shield, the risk of miscalculation and conflict is reduced. The $2.5 billion aid law marks a new beginning for the U.S.-Philippines partnership, signaling a deep commitment to shared security and prosperity. This historic investment is more than just financial support. It's a powerful statement of trust and mutual respect between two long-standing allies. Without this crucial support, Philippine sovereignty would face increasing pressure, and the South China Sea could fall under unchecked control, threatening not only the Philippines but the entire region's stability. The stakes are high, as these waters are vital for global trade and regional peace. The benefits are clear. A secure and resilient Philippines is a stronger partner, serving as a pillar of regional stability and a bulwark against aggression. Joint training and cooperation build trust, readiness, and the ability to respond to any challenge together. This partnership ensures that disputes are settled by law, not force, and keeps vital sea lanes open for commerce and communication. The free flow of goods and ideas depends on a stable Indo-Pacific, and this alliance is key to that vision. Looking ahead, the alliance will expand into new frontiers: economic security, cybersecurity, and climate resilience, addressing the challenges of a rapidly changing world. Together, both nations are preparing for natural disasters, digital threats, and economic opportunities. The enduring bond between Americans and Filipinos is the foundation for this future, built on decades of friendship, shared values, and cultural exchange. It's a partnership that extends beyond governments to touch the lives of everyday people. The revitalized alliance is a framework for navigating uncertainty together, adapting to new threats, and seizing new opportunities. Through close coordination and strategic planning, both nations are charting a course for peace and progress. This is a test case for defending sovereignty and adapting alliances to new threats, demonstrating how nations can stand together in the face of evolving challenges and protect their shared interests. The world is watching, and the message is one of hope, resolve, and shared prosperity. This renewed partnership sets an example for others, showing that unity and cooperation can overcome even the most daunting obstacles. A new dawn rises over the Pacific, shining on a renewed alliance ready for tomorrow. Together, the U.S. and the Philippines are forging a future defined by peace, security, and opportunity for generations to come.